Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing another guitar review. Actually, the Ibanez RG8 8-string extended range electric guitar. So I got this guitar probably a year or so, maybe 2 years ago. So yeah, this is going to be a lot like the Jackson JS22 Dinky DKA archtop guitar review that I just did, where I'm gonna compare it a lot to that guitar. So yeah. As you can see here, it's going for $399.99. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk a little bit about this guitar before we do anything. I got this guitar maybe a year or so before. Basically, just to run down the specs, it's like basically an 8-string version of the Jackson JS22, except for it's an Ibanez guitar. So this is the Ibanez RG8. RG is the body type, and then 8 obviously meaning 8 strings. It's got this bridge, which is actually a fixed bridge. It's not actually a trem system, so you can't put a whammy bar or anything like that. It's a string through body construction. So all the strings go straight through the body, and you can't put a whammy bar or anything right there. That's just to trick you. And then Ibanez designed their own pickups. They're called IBZ pickups. They look like EMGs, but they're not EMGs. They don't behave like EMGs. There's no preamp distortion or anything like that. So these are passive pickups, not active pickups. It's got a tone knob and a volume knob, obviously, and a 3-way selector. So of course, being in the first position means the bridge pickup. Halfway means the 2 pickups put together, and then the bottom position meaning the bridge pickup. It's a rosewood fretboard, and it's actually a 5-piece neck. So it's maple and Babinga. So those stripes are Babinga. And yeah, that's basically this guitar. It's a basswood body as well, bolt-on neck. But it's again just like the Jackson, where it's a very stripped down guitar. It's the basic stuff. Obviously, I added stickers to it, but yours won't come with stickers, sorry. But yeah, it's just a basic stripped down guitar that's meant to really get the job done. It's not an arch top, but it's still really, really cool. So as usual, I'm going through the PB Viper modeling app that I usually go through. And yeah, so we have a clean tone right now. This is an acoustic tone. So needless to say, this is an extended range guitar, obviously. It's got 8 strings. The way I have this tuned is what people in the extended range community would call drop E. But yeah, basically you have a standard guitar for these set of these strings right here, these higher up strings, and then the 2 lower bass strings I have tuned to another A and another E. So basically you gent. It's a genting guitar. When I got it, I primarily used it to play metal and all that kind of stuff, but yeah. So now that I have this clean tone dialed in, I'll show you guys a few sounds that you could get from the neck pickup, then the 2 pickups put together, and then just the bridge pickup. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. This is the neck pickup. Some jazzy kind of chords. Now I'll play some open chords. Here's some open chords. I'll play a really big sounding chord using that low E string. So there you guys go, that's the neck pickup. Now this is going to be the 2 pickups put together. back to those open chords. Then that big chord that I played. So those were the two pickups put together. Now let's get to that bridge pickup. Now those open chords. Now that one ginormous E chord. And those are our clean tones. Alright, so now we're on this kind of classic sounding tone. Yeah, this is gonna be like your bluesy kind of classic rock kind of tone. Although I do believe this guitar is best suited for high gain kind of stuff, but we'll get to that later. So this is, I'm just gonna noodle around here. I'm not gonna play anything in specific, but this is how the neck pickup sounds with a little bit of dirt in it. So here we go. This is the neck pickup. So that was the neck pickup. Now let's go to the two pickups blended in together. So that was the two pickups blended together. Now this is just the bridge pickup. So that was the bridge pickup on the classic, you know, overdrive setting. Alright, so now for the part where I think this guitar does the best in. I think, honestly, this guitar was really meant to be played with an insane amount of gain in it. But yeah, so let's get right into it. I'm gonna play some really heavy stuff and then some really shreddy stuff. So yeah. So let's start with the neck pickup, like usual. This is the neck pickup. that's the neck pickup. And now let's get into the two pickups put together. So those are the two pickups put together. Now let's get into the bridge pickup, which, might I add, is my favorite pickup. So that was the bridge pickup. So there you go. So now that you guys have heard it, you guys could go ahead and come up with your own opinions on this guitar. But I'll tell you guys what I think of it real quick. Basically, I think it's a great beginning guitar for people who are looking to get into extended range. Like, I'm not really that big into extended range guitars, and so I'm glad I picked this one as my first one because I tried it out and I realized, I mean, I love it. I have a lot of fun with it. I named it. His name is Gandalf, but I don't know, it's just not really a thing for me, I guess. Like, you know, I'll play it and I'll have tons of fun, but I prefer my 6-string guitars more than an extended range. So, you know, for 400 bucks, you'll be getting a pretty good, stable guitar that, you know, that will work for you. However, there are some problems with it because of, you know, it's in the lower range of the extended range guitars. But I think as far as like extended range guitar that you're gonna get for 400 bucks, this is probably the best you're gonna do, and it's this guitar, because a lot of extended range guitars are a lot more expensive than $400, and the ones that may be $400 are probably not gonna have the same kind of quality. But there are some complaints, like the intonation when I got it was kind of weird, but you know, if you could set up your guitar, then you'll be totally fine. But if you're a beginner who's not really looking at that kind of stuff, who's not really doing that, you know, setting up guitars and all that kind of stuff, not very familiar with that, then your intonation is going to be pretty stupid for a while. You have to buy the right strings, and if you're a beginner getting into extended range, make sure you buy the right strings. Do your research on strings, because if not, you'll have really floppy strings like I have. Like this E and A string are super duper floppy, and they sound like a mess on the high distortion levels of my amp. Also, these pickups are not very strong. They're not as strong as the Jackson high output pickups that are the stock pickups. But then again, these are stock pickups, so you could take these out and you could change them. You could pay someone to do it, or if you know how to do it, then you can do it, and you can get some really sweet sounding pickups on here. It makes it have really great potential, because you're really paying for the body here. You're getting a $400 guitar, $400 being cheap as it is, and you could switch out the pickups, buy the right strings, set it up, and boom, you have a killer extended range guitar, in my opinion. But yeah, you guys can go ahead and come up with your own opinions and leave that in the comments below. Do you guys think this is a great buy? Do you guys think that it's a deal, it's a steal? Or do you guys think we should avoid it? Leave it in the comments below. I'll read those comments. Alright guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. That's my review of the Ibanez RG8 extended range guitar. I think it's a great buy. You know, if you guys don't think so, leave that in the comments below. But give this video a like if you really enjoyed it. Give it a dislike if you really didn't enjoy it. Share it with a friend who's maybe thinking of buying an extended range guitar, or just share it in general. I would really appreciate some feedback. How do you guys think I did? If I did bad, let me know. If I did great, let me know, so I could help improve these videos and make them better. Also, if you guys haven't seen my Jackson JS22 archtop electric guitar review, I really recommend you guys check it out, because then you guys could see a really good comparison, because they're made of the same materials essentially. They're just from different brands, but you'll get a really good comparison. But yeah, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the video.